welcome back with more East the Oath and Felghana. Let's fight this second boss. You can only hit it with magic, so... There we go. Let's see if I can remember how to fight this thing. You can pretty much just spam magic at it, but you want to try to... Ooh, right. You want to try to jump when you're attacking, because if you can hit the head, it does a lot more damage. Magic. Ugh. I'm a good level, because I'm not taking a whole lot of damage here. Ooh. You can tell by how her arms move which, attack she's gonna do too. See how I hit 13 damage in the head there. Not the easiest thing to hit her in the head, but it's worth trying. So my magic is over. Complete miss. Oh, so was that. Ow. Fuck. Go into extra mode, but I want to have my shit completely filled up before I do that. Doesn't come out lightning thing yet. Here we go. Comes. When she does this, you want to... Oh, this is just a slow-moving projectile. She also has a lightning attack. Kind of nasty. Here it comes. You just want to move... Oh, no, what's this again? This is it. You just move away. That's why you want to move forward when you notice she's doing it. It's almost over. Cool. Nope. Ah, jump fast enough. It's just about over. Oh! That hurts. It's over. See ya, bitch! See ya! And you get that. MacGuffin statue. I mean, Moonstar statue. Sweet. What are you doing here? You don't listen very well. I believe we handed down a royal edict to close the quarry, did we not? If you'd just done as you were told, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. So spare me the lecture. Just do as Lord Maguire asks. You. I wondered what became of you, but I'd never imagined. You aren't really working for Count Maguire, are you? Oh, but I am. I'm a devoted knight in service of the great Lord Maguire. Therefore, I'll thank you to keep a respectful tone when you address me. Who goes there? You aren't from Redmond. What business have you there? Adol gave his name and explained the circumstances of his arrival in Felghana. Friend of Dogi's? I never thought he'd come back, and certainly not now. No matter, Lord Maguire's orders were explicit regarding the closure of the quarry. If you'd come to lead this old man out of here, then I suggest you do so immediately. Wait! What about Elena? Or do you even care that she's been worried sick about you? She doesn't even know if you're alive or dead. I've grown weary of playing nursemaid. She's 17. She's old enough to cope without her big brother. You should tell her to forget about me. Hell, coming from you, she might even do it. But where are my manners? It would seem I've forgotten to introduce myself. I am Chester Stoddard, a high-ranking knight in service of Felghana's lord, His Grace, Count Maguire. Adol, was it? As an adventurer, I know you may be tempted, but I advise you not to get involved in our politics. That is, of course, unless you're eager to die. You have no idea who Adol is, or how much he can fuck up your shit. He has killed, like, 3 gods at this point, so just saying. Remember, East 4 takes place before this. Count Maguire is the Lord of Felghana, though he's not native to this land. He's actually from Rome. From the moment he took power here, he levied exorbitantly high taxes and pressured us into forced labor. Then, a few days ago, he ordered us to shut down Tigray Quarry, the town's primary source of income. Naturally, we refused, since he gave us absolutely no reason, and that's about when you showed up. To think that Chester would willingly serve a man like that, what could possibly be running through his head? He left his little sister behind, too, and she hasn't heard a word from him in months. Honestly, I have a hard time believing it. Even now, knowing what I know, I keep thinking, it can't be true. And what am I supposed to do? Just tell Elena to try and forget about him? I couldn't possibly agree to that. I'd never be so callous. No. Well, she heard everything. She's seen everything. Elena? How long have you been listening? I heard you made it home from the quarry and that you were hurt. So I thought I'd stop by to check on you. And I overheard your whole conversation. I'm sorry. Elena! It's good to know Chester's all right, at least. But that's little consolation right now. Ever since they were orphaned 12 years ago, these two have really watched out for one another. Up until about 3 years ago, they lived at my house, and I'd always put Chester in charge whenever I was away. I figured it would teach him to be a responsible young man, though honestly, I never did get quite the hang of raising him. Adol, could I persuade you to look in on Elena for me? Right now, I think she might find it easier to open up to an impartial third party. I bet she'll open up to Adol. Oh, did I say that? Snap. So let's head right over to her house. Hey, Elena. What's up? What you doing? Chester. Adol. That bird is still there. I'm sorry. I've just got a lot on my mind. My brother gave me this pendant. He left it here in a letter for me on the day he vanished. I guess it makes me feel closer to him when I wear it. But in reality, he was closer than I ever realized all this time. I'm so sorry, Adol. So many horrible rumors have been going around about my brother, and then to hear that the man who raised me confirmed them all. I just want to know what's happening and why. He must have a reason, right? Maybe I'm being selfish. I should just be grateful he's alive. In a way, it's like a weight I've been carrying for the last 6 months have been lifted from me. I may not know what's going on through his mind just yet, but I do know if I could talk to him, just talk to him, and things might go back to normal. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. But thank you for your concern, Adol. I really do appreciate it. So, what Father Pierre said was true. He mentioned that he'd caught sight of a man who looked like my brother in front of the ruins to the northeast. That's where I was heading when you found me. I went out to see if I can catch sight of him myself. Why would he want to go to such a ghastly place, though? Indeed. Yeah, let's just make the rounds and talk to people. Oh, what to do. With the quarry closed, I'll never get my hands on any ravel ore. My investors will all drop me and I'll be ruined. I don't look forward to the mountains of the debt that await me when I get back to Rome. Failure, my name is Antonio. But wait, you're the type of people randomly sent on quests, aren't you? Please, sir, sell me some ravel ore. I don't actually have any right now. If you could find me just enough to keep my backers from breaking my kneecaps, I'll buy it from you at top gold. What do you think? An irresistible offer, no? I swear I'll pay handsomely. You have to spend money to make money, after all. Just 10 pieces. 10 pieces of ravel. So we'll keep that in mind. This has become quite serious indeed. Why would Father Pierre go to such a place? Please forgive me. I should have tried harder to stop him. Have you seen Father Pierre by any chance? You haven't? Oh dear. Where could he have gone? My, such blazing red hair. You must be Adel. I've heard murmurings about you amongst the townsfolk. My name is Nicholas. I am head of the Felghana diocese. I was also the town's priest until 3 years ago. Now I serve at the castle while Father Pierre enlightens the town. I still drop by from time to time, though. Old habits do die hard, as they say. I fear, however, that my visit today may be a bit less transient than usual, on account of Father Pierre's absence. Are you familiar with the Ilburns ruins to the northeast of here? They are the remnants of a temple used by practitioners of a pagan religion from a long-lost era. It would seem that Father Pierre has taken it upon himself to visit that temple for purposes unknown. It's unsafe in every regard. There's a dormant volcano behind it which has recently become active now, anew. And popular rumors suggest the place is infested with monsters of all shapes and sizes. All the more reason to concern. One cannot help but fear the worst. Adel Christa. They say you're the one who rescued Mayor Edgar from the quarry. Is this true? Given your considerable skill, might I humbly request you undertake another such mission to find Father Pierre? Yep, of course. Such selfless courage. On behalf of the church, you have my deepest gratitude. I believe you'll be needing this. And he gives you the ruins key. That'll get us into the next dungeon. The Ilburns ruins are just off the road to the northeast of here. This key opens the access gate. Please, do whatever you can to ensure the safety of Father Pierre. May God be with you. Fight well, adventurer. Heh, I guess I was wrong about you, mister. I didn't get to talk to you before, but okay. You really saved the mayor? Man, you must be super-duper strong. He's not here right now, but Chester was super-duper strong like that, too. You gotta tell me sometime how you beat the monsters. Promise you'll tell me, Mr. Adel. Why should I have to play hide-and-seek with Anya? I'm practically a grown-up already. I tend pickers and fight evil with their cuteness. I have no time for games. Alright, kid. You'll be alright. You actually went into the mines? The scary monster-infested mines? All by yourself? Just to rescue our mayor? It's like you're some kind of mythical hero from our storybook. Your name is Adel, right? I hear one of those sword-wielding adventurer types who go around saving the world. Dougie certainly has good taste in best friends, it seems. He's always spouting nonsense and playing practical jokes on people. I just don't know what to do with him. Alright, she doesn't say anything different. Yeah, okay. You know, I left a wife and son behind in Carmen. I wonder how they're doing these days. If you can get work as a knight, you're in for an easy ride. Life becomes like a never-ending party. My wife was dead set against the whole idea, but I did it anyway. And what do you know? She was right, as always. Okay, wait. The townsfolk had never liked the Count much, even from the outset. He's levied ridiculously high taxes, and even taken people from the town to help build his castle. Rumor has it he also hired a lot of mercenaries to do his bidding, knighting them on the spot as a lure. I think even most Roman politicians would disapprove of his tactics. Thank you so much, Adel. You've done us all a great service by bringing our men back safe and sound. Is it true that you took down a giant monster in there? Everyone in town's been talking about the new red-headed hero who showed up in the... Oh, God, all right, let's slow this down. Everyone in town's been talking about the new red-headed hero who showed up out of the blue to save the day. I can honestly say I'm proud to have you staying under my roof. Okay. Wait, did she say something new there at the end there? Oh, no, it's just that. Right. Let's head in the direction... Well, actually, let me finish talking to people. We can't play outside the town, so me and Hugo are playing hide-and-seek. He's it, and I thought this would be a real good hiding place. But I'm a little scared because, look, you can see something shiny at the bottom. What is that? It could be a shiny monster. Or maybe it's treasure. Ah! It could be a sharp treasure. Ow! Hey, Mr. Adel, you see the shiny sparkly thing at the bottom of the well? It could be a shiny monster. Oh, yeah, okay. Can I get down there? I forget how to... Oh, you just do this. Yeah, it's Ravelor. 3 of them. Okay, cool. Hey, it was Or. So what was it? I want to see. Show me, show me! Adel informed her it was only Ravelor. Aw, boo! I was hoping to be diamonds or something. But thanks for showing me anyway. Most people would have just told me not to bother them. Chester was always real nice to me. I'd always be up at his business, and he never once scolded me for it. He'd always play with me and Elena, and he even took us on walks outside the town sometimes. And he taught me how to fish, too. You think it'd be boring, but it's not. It's actually real fun. He's not here anymore, though. He went someplace far away. Sometimes I feel like he's just never going to come back. You went to the quarry, didn't you? That bridge. Did you see the collapsed bridge? Sure did. Oh god, never mind. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Please leave me be, won't you? You can kind of piece together what's going on with her if you're paying attention. I mean, she'll eventually open up, but... I don't know how we would ever manage without you, Adel. Mayor Edgar is the only thing standing between us and McGuire's oppressive tyranny, and without you, he'd be gone. The quarry's closure will hit us like a ton of bricks, but we'll manage. As long as we have Mayor Edgar, we'll survive. Been lots of bad things happening at the quarry lately. Not too long ago, one of the wooden bridges we built in there came tumbling down. One of our apprentice miners died in that one. Bob was his name. I can't even bear to think about it, or I might start crying again. As I'm sure you've noticed, the quarry is basically nothing but a huge monster nest at the moment. We could deal with McGuire breathing down our necks, but the monsters pose a real threat. So much as we hate to do it, we're actually going to shut down mining operations for however long we need to. Shutting down the quarry is completely absurd. The quarry is the lifeblood of this town. Our work there has been a source of pride for generations of miners. Why the hell is Dewey allowing this to go through? Why isn't he fighting it? I've just realized I've been ranting to a complete stranger. Wait, aren't you the swordsman that rescued my son? Sorry, I've just been thinking about the situation in the quarry a lot lately, and every time it makes my blood boil. Ever since they closed it, the Count's men have been seen going in and out like they own the place. It's aggravating. The quarry is far too important to this town and everyone in it for us to just look the other way. At any rate, I hear you wiped out all the monsters down there, even the big ones that nested in the deepest mines. Even if you're not from Redmond, you're a true friend of this town. Here, I have got something for you. Then you get another 7 ravel. That gives me the 10 that I can give to Antonio. I hope my son grows a spine like yours one of these days. Before all this happened, the whole town would be a twitter whenever a new vein was struck, merchants left and right. It's no exaggeration to say that we miners keep this town alive. We're its lifeblood, to be sure. Take our quarry from us and you take everything that makes us who we are. Okay. We'll talk to Mayor Face again. It just bothers me that you had to fight such a huge creature, to say nothing of it having that evil-looking statue in its possession. I have to wonder if the statue may have been what McGuire was after when he shut down the quarry. Probably. Adel, could I persuade you to look on an Elena for me? Alright, I already talked to you. And I did that already. In this direction? No? Okay. Alright, so let me go give Antonio the Ravelor I have, even though I could use it to upgrade my equipment. Oh, hey, looks like you've stumbled upon some Ravelor. You willing to sell me 10 hunks of it for 500 gold? Alright, the deal is done. Here's your 500 gold. If you get any more spare Ravelor in the future, you'll know where I'll be. Next step is see if you can find me, how about 50 hunks of Ravel? What do you say? According to Miss Cynthia, Felghana is a land with a long and varied past full of lost religions and ancient societies. When I hear that, I hear treasure. For example, there's supposedly a charm that can protect the skin even from lava. Like you could wear it, go swimming in lava, and not die! Oh, if I were to sell that to a noble, I could make a fortune. Speaking of Cynthia, let's go and, because I have enough money to buy that shield. So I'll have the second tier equipment fully fleshed out. Plus, I should just talk to them. Oh my! Adel, might I see that bracelet you've got there? I consider myself something of an expert when it comes to old jewelry and knickknacks. Adel passed the bracelet to Cynthia. I knew it. This is no ordinary bracelet. It's an ancient artifact with innate elemental energy trapped inside. Seems to be missing something, though. I believe this particular item has been even greater potential than meets the eye. Ah, there we go, just as I thought. See these 3 little impressions on the face? They look like settings for some kind of let's try that again. They look like settings for some sort of gemstone. I'll bet those are the keys to unlocking the bracelet's true power. The local legends around here all speak of artifacts with spiritual energy sealed away inside them. Most people just dismiss it as fairy tale fodder, but maybe such things are really out there waiting to be found. Let's buy. I'm going to buy the long sword here, actually. That's what I thought I did that already, but I guess not. Did I buy it and not equip it? Thought I bought that already. I might be just out of my fucking mind, though. No, I didn't. I just bought armor. Okay, so I'll buy the sword, then. Okay, so the shield costs 2,800, which I don't have. Yeah. And also she has items, if you want to see. She has the illusion mirror, amulet, the cattle elixir, and the spirit necklace. need any of that. It's not really important stuff. Let's equip that better sword. There we go. And I don't have any Ravelor to upgrade, but I do want to talk to Adonis. So, yeah, not bad, Kristen. Taking on all those monsters at once, not bad at all. You must have had some pretty serious training under your belt. Or experience, at the very least. I'm tempted to say you're just pulling my leg, but you don't strike me as the lying type. You're pretty damn young to be so good at swordsmanship. How'd you manage it? Oh, okay, that's it. Alright, so I do want to stop, but I gotta save it, so we gotta get to a save point outside of town. And I think I had enough for today, so we're gonna... Oh, let me talk to him. Hey, Adel, good going getting everyone home safe and sound. I don't know how you did it, but you really saved the day. But it seems we have another missing person now. Father Pierre left the town a while ago, and he's yet to return. I need to stop letting people talk me into allowing them outside. Probably. Then again, you can't just be like, no, you can't leave the town ever, you're trapped. Alright, I will see you guys next time with more East the Oath and Felghana. DMX out.